all things considered, this year's been good. You know, I've been staying busy, doing a lot of stuff around the place. Work's been slow. Work's been very slow. But, you know, things could be worse. I could have like an injury. One cool thing is that I've had a lot of time to sort of look at the internet. It's kind of fun, you know, you sort of go down this rabbit hole. You'll look up one subject and then go to another. Like I was looking up the history of New York, and then that turned into the history of pizza. And then what's the history of cheese? What's the history of cows? How do you get cheese? Suddenly like 6 hours pass and you're like, what have I been looking at? And then you look at your browsing history, so you get kind of almost like a review of what you've been looking at over the past 6 hours. So that's been fun. My girlfriend and I, we got to know each other very well over this whole thing. I think we got to know each other almost a little too well. We got to know each other so well, we sort of needed a break. We're not living together, we're not talking. I think that's a healthy thing. You know, one cool thing about this year is seeing all the opinions on Facebook. I'm not hugely political, I leave that to my relatives, but it's been cool getting to know them and their beliefs in things. One thing I've had an opportunity to sort of jump into is video games. It's cool because if I like get really close to the screen, it almost feels like I'm inside of the game. It feels like I'm not in this room. It feels like I'm somewhere else.
You're all right now, girl.
It's funny because the other day I was in the kitchen and I tried to pull a plate down and I broke the plate, and I was thinking to myself, I am never going to interact with this plate again. And it got me thinking, there's probably people in my life, friends, that I'm never going to interact with again. I'm like in my kitchen looking at this plate and I'm crying, and I'm thinking to myself like, oh my God, this sort of illusion that we can hold on to the things that we love. Things in life that you really care for disappear forever, and that's part of life. Everything that we love, it slowly gets taken from you. And maybe I'm not so good right now. Here's to an even better next year. Ugh.